necessarily reminds me of a young Manny. No.
Let's take a couple more questions here, Andrew. What if Broner wins? Where does he go? What do you got?
You know what he's going to go with. He's going to go after Floyd right away. Probably calls Floyd and LRB fucking homos right after the fight. I don't know. The guy says everything else. He's going to go after Floyd. Yeah, absolutely.
Andrew,
that would be
if
Floyd.
he does win, will he say Floyd can't read? Will he play the Floyd is illiterate card?
I think he's going to say Floyd's been scared of me his whole career.
That's a good one. There we go to answer Kelly's question.
Look, I knocked him out, because hey, listen, you guys, there is no decision winning here for Broner. I don't see Broner winning this fight by decision unless he's like slapping Manny all over the ring and they can't do anything else but give it to him. If this fight is close at all, it's going Pacquiao's way because the money's a lot bigger. The names that I just said, Mikey Garcia, Spence, Keith Thurman, Porter, all these names attached with Manny are sellers as long as Manny wins. Manny wins, he can get hot again because his fans are going to start reading again that Manny Pacquiao is winning. The PBC's already tuning in. Their fans already watched this stuff, so they're going to be back. So Manny's the bigger sell here. I don't see Adrien Broner getting close on the points, especially with the two sexual assault cases, even though they're not like rape charges, not Victor Ortiz level shit, but they're there. They're two sexual assault cases. He has multiple other arrests. He's been shot at. Like, he's a ticking time bomb that I don't think the PBC really, if they had a choice, they're going Manny Pacquiao. So and that's going to get me to this, Lee. Bet Adrien Broner by knockout if you want to bet him at all. If you want to bet him at all, it's got to be by knockout. That should be the biggest money on the board that night.
All right, hold on. We'll get to that in just a second.
I know.
Let's knock down a few more questions real quick. We discussed this on Sunday on the show that didn't get recorded to answer Callie King's question. They should have put this fight on prime time. It shouldn't be a pay-per-view fight. So I was talking to Paul Cuff, one of the FNR regulars on the chat room this morning, Andrew. The UK gets this fucking fight for free, and we're stuck paying the bill of $75. I said this when Andrew and I recorded on the show that does not exist. How brilliant would it have been to put it on Sunday night after the NFC Championship game? I mean, how great would it have been?
Millions of views. Millions of views.
I don't even think they can wrap their brain around how big it would have made Pacquiao, and God forbid Broner wins. And I say God forbid if Broner wins. If Broner wins, we'll never be able to live with him. I mean,
this is really a test for Pacquiao's marketability going into the rematch with Floyd. The rematch you've been calling for years is one fight away, Lee. And I think Al Heyman's going to use this as a negotiation tool against Manny Pacquiao when he's trying to set Floyd's return.
LRB, Andrew.
How will you stop it? It's Al Heyman.
Did you look? I did a straight.
I got it.
Don't lie.
I get what you're saying. But you hear me
right
out.
After football, Kelly.
You hear me
I
out.
think if they did it on Sunday, right after the fight, right? They do all the pre-card shit on FSS1 for the fucking diehards who don't watch football. Because let's be honest, everybody's going to watch Sunday. There are enough. Everybody's going to watch.
We said this 6 years ago or 5 years ago when Floyd and Manny were negotiating the first fight. Why don't they do this on regular television and sell the commercials as Super Bowl?
It'd be the Super Bowl.
We said, I know. I don't know why boxing won't do it, but no, I don't see them doing that for Broner versus Pacquiao when they didn't do it for Mayweather versus Pacquiao, which would have brought in millions of dollars for 30 seconds of TV time.
No doubt. The one factor, and as we break this fight down into the final seconds, and Javier, I will answer both of your questions. Let's start, hold on to both of those. I can't get away from what I'm seeing on the screen, Andrew. I mean, that's kind of a bottom line thing. When you're breaking down Broner Pacquiao, and I recommend everybody go to BoxRec, your official boxing record for boxing. By the way, ranked by Alexa, quite high. It's one of the most popular stops, Andrew. Big shout out to BoxRec. When you break down their records, it's pretty straightforward. This is not the pedigree of a guy who's going to step up to the big moment.
No.
The pedigree of a guy who gets to a big moment and shits the bed.
And look, Lee, I mean, you can really see in 2000 and 13 there, Gavin Reese, all his knockouts really stop, and it's when he moves up in weight. The same thing with Manny Pacquiao. Only has a few knockouts when he goes up to the welterweight division. What makes this fight interesting, both of these guys are not welterweights, so their power might show up, correct? Then when they hit each other, it might show up now because they're both kind of same in size, and they're both fighting out of their division right now. Manny just had the skills to do it. Manny had the speed. He had the limited power, but enough power and enough. What is another word? People feared him, right? 2009, Manny got a little of that Tyson respect when he got in the ring, right? He had Bob Arum saying he was the new Muhammad Ali. He was knocking everyone out with knockout of the year candidates in the lightweights and junior welterweights. So he had a little of that going for him too when he came to the welterweight division. But both these men are not welterweights, so Adrien has a puncher's chance is what I guess I'm saying. You know, listen, Lee, Marquez wasn't a welterweight. He put hands on Pacquiao. He stopped him with one punch. So even though, with that being said, Lee, that was a war. And that's what Adrien Broner has to make this fight into tomorrow night. Marquez got that knockout in an all-out war. Go ahead.
No. I'm with you on it being an all-out war. With that said, let's do the final breakdown on the betting. And this is how it lays out. And by the way, Javier, did you just Baba Booey? And Guillermo just jumped in. Adrien Broner quits by the 10th round.
There you go.
Way to go, Will. Way to go, Will. He finds a way to get on the show no matter what. He will be back, by the way. He's not on the dead list. He just keeps having kids at a tremendously high rate. Like his game at producing kids is shocking. And Andrew's trying to be competitive, but you're not even in the ballpark, I don't think. Like, what's he at?
Five? We both have
5?
No, we both have 4.
Okay. I thought he had another one on the way as well.
No, he just had one. That's the problem.
Okay. Well, yeah, he's got to reset.
He had a newborn at the wedding, remember?
He's got to reset. You got to give it time to cool down. You got to let the system cool down before you reload it. Okay, so what you're looking at on the screen is OddsShark. Go to oddshark.com/boxing/odds. OddsShark, the best place to go to get any sports betting info on the planet. There are other bets to be had. I'm not covering those. I just want you guys to look at where this thing started and where we are right now. When the betting first went off, Broner was much more in this fight, Andrew. He was a plus 161 to a minus 222. We've discussed that. That's about 2-1 favorite. As the fighting progressed and the betting progressed, which it's always going to go towards Manny, look at that shift to about 3-1, Andrew. It's a 3-1 fight now. Pacquiao's minus 330, Adrien Broner's plus 290. That's crazy, right? We all knew that the money would land on Pacquiao, right?
No, you know, that's actually very good odds for Pacquiao. Yeah, I might switch my bet there. You know, because I got to see what it is for the knockout, but that minus 33, if you're a big gambler, that's actually
Vegas numbers, by the way. You can place a call on that.
Yeah, that's actually a good bet for a for sure win. Listen, you guys, it's almost a for sure win for Manny Pacquiao if this thing plays out 12 rounds. He's better. He throws more punches. He's more active. The only way Adrien Broner wins this fight is by catching him with the Sunday punch and putting him down. Broner has really never shown he has the same work rate as a Manny Pacquiao, and so that minus 33 is it's really weird that Vegas has that fight so close. You know, Floyd Mayweather wouldn't be a minus 33 even if he came out of retirement and fought Adrien Broner. Yep. So what do they know that we don't? You know, I will say, even though he kind of always looks like this, Manny looked a little different at the weigh-ins today. He didn't really want to get the eye contact going. Broner was in his face. He wasn't really trying to stare at him. It was kind of fidgety.
Looks like he is right there, dude.
Play it out. That's a frozen shot, bro. Come on, seriously? Play out the stare down.
All right.
If anyone's watching that.
Yeah, he's breaking eye contact. He looked over at Al Ellerby a couple of times. And then he broke off.
And, you know, it's focus. You know, but see, he's like, he could turn it on like a switch.
He looks way looser than.
Okay, but the other guy looks hungry. He looks hungry. That's why. Listen, you're talking $5 million today, $60 million in half a year whenever he fights Floyd. Do you understand? $5 million today, $60 million in your next one, $40 million plus percentage. Like, his numbers are going to go through the roof, Lee, if he wins this fight, especially if he knocks out Manny Pacquiao on Saturday night. His numbers go through the roof. He's hungry. Manny, shit, his wife was saying, I want him to fight one more time. We know who that will be. And then I want him to retire. Not as hungry.
Whose feed am I stealing? Yes News. This is, oh, I know Yes News. Shout out to Yes News. There you go. That covers it. All right, final bets. We got Will's bet, right? Let me hear your bet. Your final bit. Willie picks Adrien Broner quits by the 10th round. So that would be a TKO as picked by Guillermo. Andrew, final bet.
The final bet is Pacquiao straight up at minus 33. Why would you even minus 305?
Actually, if you take the decision, it's minus 305. So why wouldn't you take it? I don't know if he's
got the juice to knock him out, bro. That's Manny Pacquiao straight up. Minus 305. You take that bet all day. Now, if you only have $100, I would go to a casino and try to see what the knockout is for Adrien Broner. It might be plus 550. It could be plus 700. We don't know. If he's that much of a dog, he's a plus 290 dog. What would he be on him knocking out Manny Pacquiao? Now listen, I'm going to tell you. Willie told me that he didn't see a bet for the knockout on there, and that's another. Wait a minute, Lee. That is another sign that this fight is not doing good out there, right?
Right. When they're just taking straight bets, right?
Yeah. When the fight is hot,
Caesars is booking it. Sunset. Mirage doesn't even have a line on it, dude. Mirage isn't even booking the fight.
Yeah, then I'm telling you, the guy was down at the sports book today and was like, they're only taking straight bets. I don't see a knockout on the board. And it's like, damn, dude, it's that low of a fight. Most of the time when it's a Manny Pacquiao fight, there used to be like a list of things you get, what round you could bet on, how it's going to end.
How is KSI Logan Paul a pick'em fight? But I digress. Kelly King.
Hey, matter of fact, good job. Logan Paul, did you see him get his ass kicked by who's the young kid on Golden Boy? The one, the pretty boy. Oh, his name just Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia whooped Logan Paul. I think it was Logan Paul, either him or his brother. Those are the two white guys.
They're white guys. You can always disparage white guys.
He beat one of them up on a podcast the other day. He had on a body shield, but Garcia was tearing into him pretty hard.
Yeah, Garcia's legit. Actually,
the power on the kid.
Here's another shameless plug from my coach and my friend at Teixeira Garcia Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah, he sent me over a video. He's like, "Do you know this guy? He's like an up and comer." I'm like, "He's not an up and comer. He's already here."
Yeah.
If Oscar could figure out how to get him into a title fight right now, he would.
Especially how Oscar rolls. He's like, what? I did it when I was 21.
Yeah, right. Just throw him in. Throw him into the deep end. He'll be fine. He trains in a garage. It'll all work out. Kelly King, you guys do have to factor in Broner and dual coaches. That does give him a chance. No, it doesn't. That's a negative. That nowhere in boxing history is it. Let's go back to the Boo Boy versus. Look, there's a very specific reason Boo Boy, other than those ridiculous photos he did. Did you see those fucking photos, dude? Those Boo Boy fat.
Lee, listen. It doesn't help him if he's not going to bring a different style. That's what I'm going to say about the dual trainers. Lee, you can't